Yo, I'm young and dumb, and you're a dummy, so sit on back, grab a smoke and a drink, and let's get into the pod. Hey, dummies. I know. It's been a while. It has. There's a new microphone. What's going on here? You know? There's a new format for the episodes. It's a lot going on. I'm doing my best. I have a vest that's probably too big, as this is my first time wearing it. But we're doing okay. You know? We're doing okay, dummies. We're living. My therapist says the only way for me to be happier is to be more positive in the world. That disgusts me. But he's probably right? That said, I have had some issues these past few weeks. I had to wait a little while to get into the doctor, as you do, you know, because it just wasn't feeling it. Maybe you don't zip the vest all the way up. Maybe you just kind of... Anyways, he had told me, he's like, listen, probably either bipolar type 2, which is the gay kind. It's like diabetes where you deserve it. Or you have... It's not like that. Or you have ADHD. So I took the ADHD test the other day, and it said, without an inkling of a doubt, there is no way I have any ADHD and that I'm just a bad person. So that's fun. And you think to yourself, me? Now, I've said quite a few things that have been embarrassing, right? I have quite a few stories I even share on here of times that I've been embarrassed, and I have stuck in my head for my whole life. Times that I've been swelled full of emotion, okay? Times that I have felt a connection to God that no one else has felt, right? Maybe that's part of the reason I grew up in church and felt I could feel God, right? And part of you're like, how do I do this? But also on the way back from my therapist's office, an old couple, and which, as you all know, I hate. Okay, and that's logical hate. It's not a hate that you go out and you're like, fuck. You just see an old guy, he parks in the spot that he didn't need to, you know? He could park across the... Fuck off. He could park across the street. Easy, right? But now he's in my spot. Why is he doing that? Why did he do that? Whatever. I have like 3 old people I like. All the rest of them, fuck off, you know? But so they're going like this. Roll down. And they go, you have a flat tire. And I go, yeah, I know, thank you. I appreciate that. And they go, I have to tell them bitch, I'll fucking stab all 4 of these tires. You think I give a fuck that my tires are flat, cunt? I'll go stab all their tires. We'll be driving around on 8 flat tires. Me, you, and everyone else. Crying, fuck you, lady. Okay? I don't have to do shit. My tires leak, right? So like if I don't fill it up every few days, it's embarrassing. And then a guy starts riding my ass, and I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ. There's just lights that are red ahead of us, so we're gonna be stopping soon, sir. So, it is what it is. I'm on edge, though. You know, I'm on edge. And so another guy pulls up next to me, and he's like saying something with his window. He goes, hey! And so I roll down my window, and I do the logical thing, right? Because this guy is like yelling hey at me, and I go, what the fuck do you want? What the fuck do you want? Do you want to die, you fucking idiot? Is that what you want to do? You want to fucking argue in these cars? And so then I started to realize, I'm like, maybe it is. Maybe you just, a little bias takes it out of your head, you know? Maybe I do have real issues. Maybe there are real problems in here from, thinking I could talk to God for years. Is this mic right? Here we go. That feels a little better. Okay, maybe this will work a little better, you know? A little harder to pace here, but when I stand, I feel like I'm walking, and walking helps me put out my thoughts, you know? Yeah, but, they're probably right. So I've been trying to look at the world a little more happily, a little more, you know? Like everything's okay. There's another thing that not only do I apologize to the man who I yelled at, right? The old people, I wasn't even that mean to. They were just kind of demanding an answer. All right, fuck off. If I want to be homeless and sit on the side of the road, you can be like, I don't know how they do that. Shut your fucking mouth, right? Judge me later, bitch. I have just confirmed the origins and the implications of Eeny, Meany, Miny, Mo. I thought it was a DMX song. I thought that I could sing it, most of the words at least, right? I figured, what's the harm in it? Somebody has just told me the real life implications of that, which aren't the greatest. Like the origins of Seven Little Indians. Don't look that up. I watched a nice little murder mystery, and it's called like the Seven Little Indians or something, I believe. And so it's all of these people who are white, meeting in in like the 60s, meeting in a house where it's just like a bunch of dead animals on the wall. It looks like a Most Dangerous Game kind of house, right? And then one by one, they all die in this weird murder mystery as they're trying to solve it. The lights go out, somebody disappears. But also, there's a little row of Seven Little Indians, and every time they sing it. However, Indians has luckily for us Americans, right? The people who made the song, white Americans, Indian boys has the same amount of syllables as N-word boys, right? Indian and N-word boy, which apparently was the beginning of the song. So those are two songs I will no longer sing every year for my birthday. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. I thought, you know how much Squanto I watched when I was younger? I watched it at least 7 times. I feel like that's enough for me to get. You know? How many dicks you gotta suck to say? Never mind. All right. All right. Alrighty. What are we doing here? There's a lot of fun stuff now. I didn't realize. I don't have a TikTok. I do believe they are trying to make America's people pedophiles, right? You just turn on TikTok and there's just a 12-year-old shaking ass, and you're like, God damn you, Chinese, right? God damn you. And then you also think, though, like, I wish I could do that, you know? She's in 6th grade? Fuck. I wish I had 6th grade time, you know? That's how they learn all this shit, you know? Like, you never saw anyone over the age of, like, 22 doing, like, the Superman. You know that Soulja Boy song or whatever? Where they're like, you know, that one. You never saw anyone have the time to learn that over, like, 23 when we were that age. It was like 12-year-olds doing it. People at skate parks. Back then, everyone was pretending to be respectable still. Now you just have mothers on TikTok. Their toddlers are like, Mommy, please pay attention to me. Can you read me a book? And she's like, yeah. To whatever new fucking T-Pain song is out. No, I'm just kidding. Not T-Pain. I don't know what's cool anymore. Okay? But yeah. So I do think TikTok is trying to make us all pedophiles and bad mothers. You've heard it here first. But then still, you think, they're still bad parents, right? So for example, just small example. God damn it. Fuck, man. Fuck. I'm sorry. I let you guys down at least once. Fucking. Fuck. The fucking borderless. I just punch a fucking hole through it. Whatever. It's way too nice a monitor. I can't afford another one. Now. There were still some bad parents back in the days, right? Right, when we were raised. I think we all remember that, right? Just have some kids be like, Mom, I think I'm gay. And like, rub some dirt in it. Your dad's beating me. It's like, all right, sorry. Didn't mean to bother you with my problems, you know. I wasn't the gay kid. You can't fucking prove that. That'd be so funny to do to your parents if you're not gay, though. That would be very funny to pull as a prank. The coming out prank. Oh, wait. Okay. TikTok, if you are listening, move away from pedophilia. We all need to pretend to come out to our parents. I think that's what we need to do for homophobia awareness, right? So you go to your parents, you go, Mom, Dad, this is my boyfriend. And you bring in the best friend that you've been having hang out at your house for like the past, like, however long you've had friends. For me, it's probably 3 or 4 years, you know. But it can be other people. People that you've known maybe even longer than that if you're lucky enough to have friends. And then you just start kissing them, right? And you go, Mom, I'm gay, and then you start butt fucking your friend, and you have a TikTok camera in the background, right? So your mom's like, please no, please stop butt fucking in my kitchen. It's Thanksgiving. And you're like, I'm just kidding, Mom. It's the coming out challenge. I just butt fucked my friend in front of my family as a prank to raise awareness on TikTok. Isn't that fun? Isn't that fun? Let's all raise awareness together and butt fuck our friends in front of our mothers. It's so goddamn big. It's so fucking big. One of you fuckers are gonna have to help me. I was a little cold, bro. I was a little cold. I put on this big old bitch. I can't escape it, dude. I feel like a little guy in a big coat, my man. It's fucked up. Oh yeah, I was talking about parenting. I remember when I was younger and I first started to have my life go awry. My parents had gotten divorced 2 years ago. My dad had finally stopped taking me to my aunt's house in order to just have his visitation hours, right? And so it was very nice of him to actually find a woman. He moved in with her. Apparently it was the same woman he had been sleeping with that had the same name as my mother. Which, when your sister's 3 and you're 7, it's just kind of a fun little joke. Be like, hey, Mom. The girl Dad's fucking got the same name as you. And she's like, please go to your room. Okay. I remember I had said to my dad, I said, Dad, I believe he had just got done arguing on the phone with one of his sisters. Because that was what I remember the most about my father, is that when we get in the car, somebody would call him and he would shush us, right? And sometimes there'd be people that would like make us laugh, where he's like, you don't even understand. He would like talk to some farmers and like a lot of hicks that like you can hear how many teeth they're missing. And the shit they say is just hilarious. And so most of my memories were of these things, right? Of hicks yelling piss. That's their fuck, by the way. They can't say fuck in front of their wives because they'll literally just stab them. They're like, you drink every day of the week. If you say fuck, I'm ending it. So they yell. I remember there was one guy at a raffle. We were doing a coon hunt raffle, and we had won the 32nd annual the good old boys tournament. Not those good old boys, right? And I had gotten second place. I have a plaque for it. I think I've told this story before, whatever. But there was one guy at the raffle that he had bought about 100 tickets, and he had them laid out 25 full rows down, and he was scanning them all. And every time he wouldn't win something, every time. So there's hundreds of drawings here. They try to get everyone something, like flashlights, knives, guns, all the shit, right? And this guy, every time, there's 120 numbers being rattled off. He yells, pass! 4, 8, 6, 2, 0. Pass! I was like, okay, thank you, sir, for that. We know who didn't win, right? And that was most of the childhood where I got a lot of my sayings. That and curse you Buzz Lightyear was in and out of my head because I needed a father figure. And remember I said to my dad, I said, Dad, are we dysfunctional? I don't know what that means, but I know that whenever I hear dysfunctional family and see it on TV or anywhere else, I see it also in my family. So I ask. And my dad looks at me and goes, ha ha ha. He starts laughing. He doesn't even say anything. So I'm like, oh, okay. We'll be getting there. We'll get to the answer soon. So then he picks up his phone, and then he proceeds to call 2 of his friends. And he tells them I said that, and they laugh on the phone. I can hear it's a speakerphone. And that was when my attention-seeking behavior began. Because that, to me, is a job well done. I don't know anything more, but people around me are happier because I was there. So I'm like, maybe they'll bring me back, you know? But it is what it is, right? I had some fun things prepared for this show. I've been also seeing some trends on the YouTube shorts is what I watch. I think I might upload some of these funny moments, some of these impromptu laughs up there, right? Just to try to get some more viewers. A lot of people watch those bitches. It's literally 60 seconds, no more. And it's like, all right, nice. Anything more, it's a video. Fuck you. But a lot of them I really like. So, like, you have a lot of the Mr. Beasts and stuff, right? You have a lot of these people who are, like, the scumbag bad guy is very funny. He actually, at first I'd see it and I was like, well, this is kind of dumb. But it is kind of dumb. But it is very funny as well. Like, even though it's a thing that I can tell appeals to most people, which usually does not appeal to me. And that's not because I'm unique. It's just because I hate what people like. I hate it. But he is very funny, and I like a lot of his videos, a lot of third wall, fourth wall breaking type shit. I'm not sure which wall he is breaking, but you can hear the clattering of bricks. But it's very funny to do the, like, influencer videos, right? The ones where it's like, would you like to donate one kidney, or would you like to double it and pass it on? And then, like, they steal a guy or whatever. There's a lot of fun ones like that, you know, where they do the fake, like, Mr. Beast challenge or whatever, and they just hand them, like $8 of raw hamburger meat, and they're like, thank you for taking this challenge today, you know? I also thought it would be fun, though, if there was, like, a Mr. Beast that was evil. Maybe a Miss Beast. Maybe it would be a woman. Maybe an evil beast. That'd be funny. Demonic beast, you know? There's a bunch of different names you can come up with it for. But, like, and then he just does, like, morally apprehensible things, right? So he's like, all right, I'm going to pay 2 homeless men $5,000 each to live in this house with nothing but bread to eat. And then, like, whenever they're starved of salt, he's like, all right, I'll quadruple it if you fight over this thing of salt in the house for another month, you know? Something fun like that. Just these, like, people tearing each other's face off to, like, salt. I figured that seems fun for the homeless, at least. They seem to just be waiting out there for a few dollars every day. So, like, I'm sure you'd be like $5,000 in the month. You just do the same stuff except it's less cold. And then we throw you, I mean, arguably the same kind of food. You get some motherfuckers some Sara Lee bread, you know, some white bread. It would be fine. That'd be fine. Don't need no protein. Or maybe he will and he'll eat it off the other guy. That'd be fire. And then he takes his money. That'd be cool. Yeah, evil Mr. Beast, where he secretly, like, tells the homeless man, he's like, but I'll double, triple, I'll quadruple your money if you go kill that other guy. And he's like, what? And he's like, nah, I'm just kidding, guys. Now for the next test, we're going to take away one item in the house that's only made of bread. And like, okay, take the bread TV. And they're like, okay. And then on the way out, they whisper to the other guy, like, he wants you dead. And they're like, what the fuck does that mean? He's like, well, I didn't say anything. And they just run out with the bread TV, you know? It's a lot of good times. I like the ones where there was a few. And now I'm just talking about YouTube. Now this is actual garbage. Now this is literally just reaction things. All right, guys, welcome to Mr. Beast Reacts. All I really do is watch Mr. Beast and talk about how sad I am that I'm poor. No, but I thought it'd be funny. Like, Mr. Beast is like the evil beast, demonic beast, right? Not Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast. That'd be fucked up. But actually, if he did like one every other, he's like, hey guys, it's Mr. Beast. And then he's like, hey guys, it's Evil Beast. I have a dropped out flunky college student who wants to kill himself. I gave him a suicide vest and let him run into the DNC. I'll pay for his funeral and give his mom enough money for a new Acura. Let's see it happen, Damien. All right, let's see it happen, Damien. Yeah, that seems fine. Jesus Christ. Yeah, we're going to have to get a little wild with these cuts. You fucking hear me? Oh, or that'd be fun. Mr. Beast just, like, buys the Senate, right? Mr. Beast just buys the Senate, then, like, pushes the world into martial law so, like, he can become the next Hitler. And he's like, all right, whoever survives the concentration camps lives, you know? I thought that'd be fun. There was some serious news, though, this week. This is hard to talk about because I'm not part of the manosphere. I don't want to be the manosphere, okay? I'm afraid to get pushed into that at times, but Andrew Tate, right? He's been arrested. I've heard people say things like, it is logical that Greta Thunberg got him arrested, which I want to say no, but this has been a real circus of a life we've lived so far. So I'll just take it, right? But I'll have you know, did you know Greta herself had been wiretapped. Yes, Tate had done things. Yes, he deserved jail if he's done those things. But Greta herself had actually been arrested while speeding in a Ferrari. Fingering herself with a wiretap of her calling into her friend saying, I love R-wording the environment. Do you understand that? What do you have to say to that? Or what? Let's take her to whatever Romanian jail, you know? Speeding in a Ferrari. R-wording the environment. I'd really like a Grinch mask. I keep seeing the green. The joke's over. That's all I had. I thought I might put a little edit in with a picture. I thought that'd be cute, right? That one's probably just going to get me in trouble later. Now, the main course of this dish, right? I had written a few notes on people that smoke cigarettes, right? There's a few different types. You have these people that do a few different things. You know, you have people that smoke different packs, right? And you notice something. For example, a woman who smokes a Camel Crush, right? If you're a woman and you smoke a Camel Crush, right now during this video, you are ignoring a call from your baby daddy. You would cheat on the man you love who has a child with you at any moment, at any single time. You have an incredibly large jacket with faux fur. And you try to hide when you smoke, right? So they'll usually try to go somewhere so people she'll be like, ew, cigarettes are gross. And then she'll be like, fuck, I have to vape all fucking day around this guy. You know, those are the type of women. Men who smoke Camel Crushes usually have a domestic case open and need a cigarette they can strangle halfway through. Which is true 100% of the time. If you see a man smoking Camel Crush, unless you are into BDSM, head on out, buddy. Head on out. You don't need none of that. Promise. All right? Promise. You see a guy crush a pack of Camel Crushes in a night? That's a lot of anger in that man. A lot of anger. Now, there's a few others. Newports, right? If you see a white man smoking a Newport, that is the litmus test for wiggerdom, all right? So if you are like, let's feel this guy out, and he's like, hey, does anyone have a Newport, right? Especially if he calls it a Noop, all right, it's over. You're not going to be able to help this man, okay? He's only watching BET, okay? He has boosted speakers in his truck. He talks about how the Wayans brothers should make a comeback. It's rough. It's hard. He drives a diesel truck for some reason. Women who smoke Newports will beat you, so just watch out for that. They will forcibly take your virginity. They do not care, and they love to fuck younger men. Younger. What you thinking? Younger. That's what I'm saying. Okay, you see a lady with a Newport, put your kids behind you. Okay? The next one is a sore subject for some. A Marlboro Red, all right? If you see a man smoking a Marby Red, okay, he stole those from his grandfather as a child because he lived with him because his parents were drug addicts, okay? He drives an old Ford because he thinks all other trucks have a dildo on the seat, okay? This man will smoke Marlboro Reds when he's sick to feel better, okay? If you see a man smoking a Marlboro Red pack and he is under 30, he is willing to part with his life at any moment, okay? Women smoking Marlboro Reds are either, know the signs, are either lesbians or mechanics. Know the signs, okay? There's not going to be people out there for you when you're fucking wandering around helping you out. Go, oh, lesbian, oh, mechanic, okay? All of a sudden you start flagging them down. You got a biker gang fucking around you. Just all lesbians. Not a single one of them knows how to do fucking mechanical shit, right? They don't even drive bikes. They have caravans. They've Dodge caravans. And they do come 2 at a time, so they actually gather pretty quickly. Fucking A. What are we doing here? Oh yeah, this is a little fun too. The men who smoke Marlboro Reds. Okay, there's a thing you have to understand. They will fight you if they perceive you as anywhere near equal. Okay? If they perceive you as above them, they will do everything they can to almost fuck you. Okay? If they perceive you as an equal and they do anything but physical violence, they're condescending you. You understand me? If you see a man smoking a Marlboro Red, he should either kiss your feet or you have to punch him before he calls you gay. You do. I've been to plenty of bars, seen a guy smoking a Marby Red, another guy go up and go, "Hey brother, how's it?" Yeah! Fucking done. Fucking done. Alright. I don't think we got nothing else, boys. Oh, actually, we got my fucking favorite story. Alright? There's a fucking guy, was with his family at Disney World, jumped off the fucking parking garage to kill himself. He's the 4th person. 2012, 2020, I think 2014 or 2016. What the fuck is going on? First off, if it's happening every 4 years, it's already haunted. Okay? I'm not down with that. That's not allowed. It's haunted by whatever. I don't know. There's probably some kind of thing to haunt it. But you know, people talk about, they're like, yeah, I jumped off the bridge and I survived. And right as soon as I jumped, I regretted it. I bet you get that a little bit where you're like, my family, oh fuck, I probably should have been here for longer. That one kid's going to graduate soon. Okay, it was just 6th grade graduation. I probably could have been there for it. All right, now I kind of feel like a dick that I'm falling. It's only 4 stories, so you don't have this much time, but time slows down. You start going back on your life. You know, that life flash before your eyes. And then you hear a gosh as a guy, as like a fucking goofy fondles a fucking kid, you know? And you're like, you know what? This was the right choice. This is the right choice. Get a little frivolous there at the end, don't you? All you need is one little... All you need is one little, come into my playhouse, kids! Yeah, you just need one little, gosh! Where are we going? You're like, alright, I'm jumping. Alright, babies. I know this wasn't a long one, but it's good to be back. It's good to talk to you. It's good to be in a big vest. It's good to talk about cigarettes. It's good to talk about life. Appreciate you listening, babies. Fucking miss you guys. Fucking see you fuckers later.